Hello. So, it's been a long time, really, really long time. I've had a few things going on at home and I just haven't had the capacity to do any videos. I've recorded them, but I just haven't had the time to do the voiceovers. And obviously now I've picked the best time, which is 1, in the middle of someone doing some building work outside, and 2, in the middle of a deadly cold. As you can see on the picture, this is sort of like, there's a few what might be negative space parts of this design, but this is like a marble instead of negative space. So I am doing the marble bits first, and this bit is on a little finger, and it's a bit like, you know, one of those cuff nails, but what you might not be able to see, especially because I just took it out of shot, is that like the dark blue line on the photo, it comes around the side of the finger. So I don't know, it's like a border as well. I completely forgot how to do this when I was doing it. So there's a few things that I would recommend you do that I didn't. And the first thing would be, when you're doing these types of nails, do the marbly bit and then get out your craft knife to cut the edge, which I literally completely forgot to do. Like, completely forgot. So, so I'm creating that marble, and then I am going to cap over that marble, and then it's nice and protected because I've got to file it nice and neat. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'll move on to the next nail, which was, oh my god, a learning curve. And I am sorry, you can see it, but you can't see it very well because I wanted to make sure that the area was nice and flush at the cuticle. So it's a reverse French, but the cover pink bit is marble, and it's the second time that I've done it because, you know, the first time was on the other hand. And it was a bit tricky. When I finish this now, I'll just move on to it and I'll show you exactly what I mean. And they've sort of finished doing the building work now, so hopefully there's no sort of racket in the background. So I don't really know the best way to do this marble. So I started like I would when I would put like a cover bead down, you know, to make the point. I just sort of wiggled my brush a bit. The other hand actually went a lot better than this. It sort of was, I think I put too much on. But it was so tricky to do because I need to get, you know, that cuticle area, it needs to be nice and flush. So how the hell do I marble with that? I think maybe a smaller brush next time. I don't know, but it didn't look actually bad. It was just really tricky to do, so I'm working really, really wet with these colours as well so that I don't make it too thick. And that's one of the good things about Trilogy as well. It's quite highly pigmented, but not in that bad kind of way where, you know, sometimes it's just all pigment and it's sticky. Yeah, the marble's just going horribly wrong now. And I've covered, oh, someone else's phone going off there. I've covered up the decent bit of the marble underneath. I'm just going to spend a bit of time trying to recreate it. It was diabolical. I mean, I'm quite impressed with it, but at the same time, it was tricky to do. And then again, I'm just capping because I really want to protect it. I've got to file a lot of this, so I've put that clear over the top so that I don't file away the design. So this bit has got like that negative, like teardroppy kind of shape on it, upside down teardrop, and that reverse did scar me a little bit. So I decided I would make the teardrop shape first, you know, because it would have been so much easier if I had remembered to use my craft knife, but I didn't at all. So then I'm just going to like literally add those like swishes and swirls afterwards because, yeah, it just seems like if I was going to try and like marble that, I wasn't going to be able to keep the shape at all. Again, when that's done, I'm going to cap it. I'm going to leave it to dry, do a full marble nail on the index, and then cap both of them. So I'll just let you watch that. As usual, a double dip up at the top, and then, as I have before, just grabbed beads of colour and swirled them together. If you don't have a craft knife, so you're trying to do it like I am, it's quite important to make sure that with your brush, if you're capping over it, which you should, you're going to use it to push a really nice, neat, flat edge. So get it as neat as possible so that when you come to file it, it gets a nice crisp line. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to cap over this index finger as well. So yeah, like I said, a few issues at home, really, to be honest. So some of my videos that I've recorded over this period have actually been absolutely rubbish. And I did promise on my Instagram to give you the seaside set that I did. But when I came to record it, literally the first half of the video, the most important half, may I add, because it's got the two seabed nails. Yeah, they were completely blurred. The camera hadn't focused at all. So there has been a few videos that I've recorded but just not been able to put up whatsoever. I am using Old Trilogy for this as well. I'll link to the products in the bio. I can't remember off the top of my head what they were called. I do know the one that I'm putting down right now is Flirtation, and I know this because it's so stunning. So in the pot it just looks like a purple glitter with a clear powder, but actually, I mean, if you've seen me use it before on that pink set, but it's got like the what I thought was clear is actually like a sheer purple. It's just beautiful, and it makes a gorgeous ombre as well. Yeah, I love it. I mean, obviously when it's shiny is what's going to look exactly like that. So just making sure that I've got nice coverage and I'm making it as flat as possible, and then I will be capping this nail to protect that blend. So I've got a brand new file to do this with because it's, to make sure that it's nice and crisp, those edges. I'm just going to quickly show you a little bit of how I filed just those edges, but I'm just going to let you watch it, and I have sped it up a little bit so it doesn't take as long. And then what I'm doing now is I'm just using my brush with some monomer on just to get rid of the dust and make it so that the next colour that I put down is going to adhere quite well to that clear base. And I'm going to do it the way that I would, it's like a reverse, I guess. I'm going to pull the powder over the existing design because I've kept in clear. When I come to file, I can just file down to that clear that I've put over the marble. And, oh, my dog smells like bins. Oh, Maddie. Oh, that's horrible. You smell like a dustbin. Sorry, that's awful. I do have a cold, but I've got stuff that is potent. Sorry. Yeah, so when I come to file it, I'm just going to file down to that clear over the marble, and it is not going to affect the underneath design. So I've got the apex in my mind when I'm adding the other colours. I'm pretty sure that this one is called Deep Purple. Oh, like 99.9% certain it is. And this is what I put on the thumb as well. I think there's LA Lavender maybe. If not, it's Venetian Violet. There's also Magic Violet, and there's definitely Dusted Fondant because that's one of my favourites. I love it so much. So I'm just making this reverse now. Not really paying too much attention to how neat it is because I've got that shape already filed in, and then when I come to file it, it's going to refine everything up. It's going to look nice. Right, so then I'm coming on to the middle nail, and this one is quite thin at the moment, so I am going to be adding quite a lot of this deep purple just to give it some structure. Then I'm going to file it away at the end. It ends up looking a bit bulky. It's bled a bit onto the nail there. Yeah, so when things happen and it just really affected my nails. I need to go on about it, but yeah, my nails as well. Doing that, they've been so hit and miss. It's been like a real learning curve. So I took a massive step back from doing nails as well and just doing my regulars. I haven't taken on any new clients or anything just because I didn't want to take on anybody new and do a really bad job. And then that bad job doesn't mean that they never come back, because word of mouth is so important, especially with Facebook being so gimpy these days as well. Ridiculous. You can't advertise anywhere now. Anyway, it's like a bone of contention. So yeah, I'm just making sure that I've got enough of this product on so that when I come to file it, I don't file it away as well, because it is a bit thinner than I would have liked this nail, and I can't actually remember if I put any clear over the top of them, but logic dictates that if you file something away and it's not got that structure and stability, then you do want to put a bit of clear over it to just make sure that you've got a good apex. Yeah, so also I haven't recorded the revealing of the design. I don't know why I didn't. It's just not on my phone. So yeah, maybe I don't know, but it's just like when you you reveal that French smile line, and I'm obviously going to follow the same filing, I guess, pattern. The method, not structure, I can't think of the word, but your routine, same filing routine as I normally would, so I keep that shape of the nail consistent. And then what I am going to come in and do is add some stamps on the ring finger and the index finger, which naturally I did record, but actually you can't see it because it's so out of shot. I couldn't even have put it in the design at all. So yeah. Okay, so this is it finished and filed. So you see the marble, this is the other hand. and you can see the stamps, and I think my son's woken up and he's being brought downstairs as we speak. So that's it, that's the finished design. Just adding the top coat over the top. I think in hindsight I might have liked to actually encapsulate that stamping, just because it would have made it smoother and nicer, and then I could have got a nice file on it. But it was really, really tricky to get the stamps right, because then I had to use a bit of acetone and it smoothed the acrylic, and then the top coat just wouldn't sit right. It was a bit ridiculous. Just buffing over that just to make sure that the top coat grips to it well. And then I'll pop it into the lamp for 60 seconds without spilling that anywhere. This lady as well was an absolute, she said she bites her skin like mad, so I just could not get her skin to look nice. It did not matter what I did. So there we go, that's that top coated. And here is the finished product, and that is my son in the background gabbing away. I had a bit of a problem with that top coat laying right, actually, because of how I'd put the acetone on and it separated, and I'm not going to lie, I had to re-top coat 3 times and I was so mortified. She was a first time client as well. I was absolutely gutted. That was my own fault. That's why I think I'd actually genuinely encapsulate the stamping next time, because it really affected one of the fingers you'll see on the bottom hand. It affected the ring fingers like shape. It had a lump on it. Not happy about that. But it was only on excuse me it was only on the 2 fingers with the stamping. And actually this is the reason that I didn't take on any new clients since this lady. Yes, Oliver. He's all hello. He's so cute and nice babies. Does a he did, yeah. Yes, he did. A nice playing with it. Is that a bag? So yeah, that's the finished set, guys. Hope you like it, and I'm sorry it's such a crappy video. So yeah, I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments, and I'll put some more videos up soon. Sorry it took so long. Thanks for sticking with me, and some better ones soon as well. So thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.